If you're here tonight, this is an advanced leadership class. This is not for somebody that wants to go out there and make $500 a month, okay? This is for somebody, and if you're watching this on YouTube, am I still being videotaped?
Yes.
If you're watching this on YouTube, this is for somebody that wants to make 5 figures a month, 6 figures in Javita, okay? Welcome, come on in.
Take your pick. I'm going to have a bottled water with an active lens control.
So the AV guy's got to stay sharp and not hungry. Take a control, pour it into water, shake it up, and I'm ready to run the soundboard all night long, baby.
So why do you enjoy Javita?
Amazing product, makes sense.
Everybody drinks coffee. It's the first thing we do every morning.
That's right, Logan Ball.
Company that pays.
So why did you guys join Javita?
Great product, they give out cars.
Nice cars.
For pizza, refreshments, this is definitely the place to be for Friday night. And I appreciate everybody being here because I know for one thing, there's obviously other things you can do on a Friday night, but I'll tell you what, it means one thing that you're serious about growing your business. And this is the place to be if you want to do that. So we're excited. We're going to start off though by doing the party count. And I'm supposed to be using the microphone.
There you go.
All right. There we go.
There you go.
Now you can hear me loud and clear.
Yeah.
So again, thanks guys for coming out for Friday night training, but we're going to start off doing the party count. Dawn's going to help me. Here's what we're going to do is I'm going to call out day by day.
What's your name?
Blake Crismon, for those that don't know me.
There are new people here.
Sorry.
Well, there's new people here.
For everybody that doesn't know me, I'm Blake Crismon. I'm a director with Javita. Been with the company now for about 3.5 years and could not be more excited than I am today. I mean that with all sincerity because if you guys knew what I knew and knew where we were headed right now with convention coming up, it would give you chills because this company is on the verge of a major explosion. So with that being said, I can tell you one thing that I've learned over the last 3.5 years of growing this team, and that's that it's all about the parties. See, parties equal exposures, exposures equal members signing up, customers signing up, and we know one thing, that's where the magic happens, is at that launch party, at that grand opening event. So the key to your business growing and multiplying and duplicating is to have multiple parties going on in your team. So with that being said, we're going to go day by day. And if you have a party scheduled or you're presenting at a party, if that person's not here tonight, go ahead and call it out so we can log it on the board with our beautiful Blue Diamond is going to log them for us. As Tom Ball. Urbana White for the night. So this, starting with tomorrow, Saturday. Anybody got a party for Saturday? Beth?
Hey. There you go.
Beth?
Beth?
Yes, one.
What time?
4 to 6.
4 to 6. Beth?
46, what town?
Where? Bradenton at Latte Luna, our favorite place lately.
And that's for Yvonne, right?
No, for her, Trina.
For Trina, new member.
Nice.
Yay.
All
Good
right,
job.
good job, Beth.
I have Bill Ball has a 4 o'clock. Was that?
She had her hand up. Like, was that yours?
Oh, is that yours? Okay, go ahead. All right, go for it.
No, it's for them.
Yeah, that's for Francine.
Yeah.
4 o'clock for Francine in Bradenton.
Yeah.
Awesome, great job, Francine. Anybody else for Saturday?
I've got a 6.
All right.
Yep, Lori's got a 6:30 in Sarasota.
All right. Good job, Lauren.
That's awesome. So 3 for Saturday so far. Anybody else with another Saturday party? Go once, go twice. How about Sunday? Beth?
Not bad.
Holly, new business partner.
Okay. Anybody else for Sunday?
Coming back to Sunday? Okay, no, nothing for me.
Monday.
All right. How about Monday? Any parties out of town or anything?
Monday we have the BOM at 6:30 right here.
Yeah. Tom Bowman in the house.
Tom
Yeah,
Bowman will
guys.
be here.
Absolutely.
My mentor and the gentleman that introduced me to Javita will be here, a founding member of Javita.
Yeah.
And I'll just say this, that I've known Tom now since I met Bill 3.5 years ago, and have been able to work with him as well, and I can tell you, if you have anybody at all who's on the fence, who you've shared Javita with, who you've had exposures with, sat down, shared products, said no, said yes, said maybe, said later, get them here Monday night, because I'm telling you, Tom is a powerhouse, and you guys, everybody will be getting signed up, I can guarantee you that. Plus you guys, I'm telling you, it'll give you another side of Javita, another version, and Tom's exciting to watch. He's a Royal Blue Diamond in the company and one of our $4 million earners in the company. So
Give me a second.
you definitely want to be here for that. Any out-of-town parties on Monday though? No. All right, how about Tuesday? Tuesday, anybody have a
Where's the ones
Tuesday?
you want to know?
I have an 8 a.m. It's in Bradenton.
Bradenton, 8
Yeah, it's
a.m.
not really a party, it's more of a 3-on-1. But if anybody wants to plug in.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Where?
Bradenton,
Bradenton. Bradenton.
1-on-3 rather. Me on 3.
All right, how about Wednesday? Think about Wednesday.
Wednesday, I have 6:30 in Ellington. And that's a launch party for Wayne and Deborah, for their new member Ralph.
Ralph?
Awesome.
Yep.
All right, and I am going to log one for Wednesday as well at 6:30 in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeehaw. Is that for Melissa?
Yeah, Missy.
Good.
Oh, awesome.
Missy. That's right, I gotta call her Missy.
She's doing great. Really great.
Mr. Mello.
All right, back to back.
Holly, so Sunday, it's Captain
I don't know you well like
Sunday. Holly in Monon, Indiana,
Okay, what time?
6.
6 p.m.
No,
Was that
Sunday
Sunday?
is 2:30, I'm sorry.
Was that Sunday, Beth? Holly in Indiana?
Awesome.
Good job.
What was the city?
Monon, Indiana.
Monin?
Close enough.
Where's that close to?
It is 45 minutes from Purdue University.
Okay,
And she's also doing, and so Holly is also herself doing a Spanish party at 6 on
okay.
Sunday.
In the same place?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, yep.
Way to go, Holly. Way to go, Beth, for coaching.
Spanish. Awesome. So if anybody knows anybody in Indiana that speaks English but also Spanish, this
Yeah.
is great to plug everybody in. And this is why we do the count.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How about Thursday? Anybody for Thursday?
Thursday, I have a 3 o'clock in Scotland.
Yay.
I'll be on a
Live
webinar,
broadcast?
go-to meeting,
Thursday.
Christine's in Scotland. I'll plug her in.
What time, Bill?
3 o'clock.
Yay. Awesome. I got somebody that can be at that. Is that
Scotland.
webinar?
There's a webinar.
Yay. Okay. Yay.
Back to Beth.
Wednesday, Tammy Faulkner, Faker, also in Monon. She's doing a 3 and 3 party.
What time?
3 o'clock.
Awesome.
That was Wednesday? Jeff?
Hey, and that brings up a good point, guys. While we're logging those last couple, but you heard Bill say he's doing a webinar in Scotland. We have amazing tools in this industry and in this business that we can use along with the videos. You know, obviously we can do go-to-meetings, live presentations, live broadcast all over the world. So if you know people that are in other countries, definitely share this with them, because I can tell you it just takes one person to open up a brand new country. Next thing you know, you have an entire team and a whole nother continent, waking up every morning and drinking coffee. And that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Back to Thursday, I have two actually.
Yay.
5:30 and 7:30,
In South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Excellent.
Woo!
Same
That
place?
market's catching on
Oh,
fire.
Oh,
yeah.
they are. She's going straight up.
Myrtle Beach is a great market, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
That place
Yeah.
is a hot spot.
And any parties up in Myrtle Beach, guys, are open. So if you know people in South Carolina, and Myrtle Beach is really close to the North Carolina border. So if you know people that are, close in that area, within a couple-hour drive, if it was me, I would be getting a hold of them and invite them to those parties. And just get with me for the address or information, and I'll confirm it for you.
Guess who's riding with you?
You going up there?
Are you going, Lisa?
Lisa Hughes.
Just
All
told him.
right.
That'll be an interesting trip.
Anybody else for Thursday?
It'll be good. Missy and I are close.
You need a blindfold heading up there, though. You can't drive in the car.
You're gonna drive.
We'll find our buddy.
I'm gonna blindfold myself.
Oh, good.
Uh-oh, is it scary?
That's part of the deal. If you wanna ride with me, you get to drive.
I've got a 6:30 on Thursday night
Okay.
in Oldsmar. 6:30 in Oldsmar for Brock.
Oh,
All
yay,
right.
that's awesome.
And that brings up another good point too, guys. Always, if you go in your back office, you'll see under the events calendar, all these events are logged in from all over the United States. So obviously, we know people in California and New York, New Jersey, wherever you know people. Always check that events calendar in the back, because chances are there could be an event, in a city near them, or even in their own city, with a diamond, coming to that market to present, or one of the leaders from corporate coming. And that's a great place to send people for a first exposure. You don't ever have to worry about, them signing up under anybody else in this business. We don't play that game here at Javita. So, send them there, get with Bill or I or Don or my mom or somebody up with your upline, and just let them know who you're sending, so that we can reach out to whoever's presenting there and let them know who's coming. That way they can make them feel welcome and greet them, and help you close that person as a member or customer.
Yep.
Anybody else for Thursday? All right, Friday.
Your Wednesday, the Ellington, that's Deb and, no, Wednesday.
Ralph, he did
Ellington.
6:30.
Is that a question or a statement?
No, I'm just.
Oh, the 6:30 in
Yeah,
Allenton?
this Ellington.
Is that
That's 6:30 in Ellington.
Wayne and Deborah?
For? That is for Wayne and Deborah.
Okay,
Yeah. You gonna be there, Melanie Stackhouse?
yeah.
All right.
Woohoo!
Is that open?
Yeah. I believe so, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Friday?
Good job, John.
Friday. Anybody for Friday?
Friday, they do have a meal and Philippines.
Awesome.
Oh,
Where?
great. Philippines?
Yeah, meal.
Awesome.
So would that be,
Like a webinar?
is that, what time would that be here?
It's a meeting.
Okay.
What time would that be here?
It's morning here.
It's 12 hours ahead of time. So,
Okay, so put it on for
Yeah,
Friday?
yeah. What time?
It's 6:30,
6:30 p.m.?
yeah,
Great.
Good job.
like 8 a.m.
Which is 6:30 a.m. here. Yeah,
Oh, Miss
And-
Jackford now.
yeah.
He's the man in the Philippines.
Oh, I know the Philippines inside out now.
It was not very good.
I'd be more concerned about the balloon.
The balloon was good.
That was
Yeah, we won't
disgusting.
go there.
Oh, I can't even watch it. Anything else for Friday night? All right, I have one 6:30 on Friday night.
My oldest.
Yep,
The
that's
18th.
EW's 18th birthday.
Bill Hayes,
Huh?
it's gonna be in.
Sunday's EW's
Palmetto.
birthday? Aw.
Palmetto, what time?
Palmetto?
How old is he gonna be? 18. 18.
She hasn't given us the whole thing right there on the calendar. for that.
All right, 2:30. Is that Ellington? Is it?
I think it's Palmetto, and it's
Or Palmetto.
one of the Baptist churches.
Okay. So if anybody's got people in Palmetto or Ellington for Sunday, get with Beth.
Yeah.
Great job, Beth.
Good
I
job.
know.
You guys are rocking it. Anybody else for Sunday?
I'll just put tentative 2:30, we can, if anybody has any
Yeah, we'll
questions.
make sure she gets it in there.
Guys, that's awesome. So you can see, look, the board's filled up. And here's what we know from that activity. How many parties is that right there?
John's good with the math. Logan?
19.
19 parties.
Just-
So here's what I can tell you. That's gonna produce next week
Yeah,
probably 20 to 40, maybe 50 members and customers
yeah.
that are gonna join the team, because we know every single launch party produces on average one member and one customer. So if you have, parties going on in your business is gonna continue to grow. You're gonna schedule more parties from that party. If you didn't have any parties that you were able to announce tonight, don't feel bad. It's all about getting that brand new member started. Let us help you get their business launched, schedule a party. Next thing you know, you got 3 parties from that party. It just keeps duplicating. And that's the reason that we have this amount of parties going on in the organization. It's not the efforts of one person. It's multiple parties going on with multiple people presenting. So, with that, guys, I'm going to play a quick video, and then I'm going to come back up here and introduce our first speaker. Privilege of bringing up our first guest speaker tonight, someone who's extremely special to me, has been in my life since the day I got started in Javita, when I walked into her and her husband's house. You guys heard the story 3.5 years ago, to confront this guy named Bill Ball about how he had signed my mom up in this thing called Javita Coffee. It was another one of these things she was doing. And Dawn said something to Bill that day that was really special to me that I didn't find out until later on. And I can tell you, she spoke it into life because it absolutely happened. They took me under their wing, I followed their guidance, and I'll let Dawn share with you what that was. But without further ado, I want to bring up to the front of the room our top producing Blue Diamond, Miss Dawn Ball.
Thank you so much, Blake. And I remember that day like it was yesterday, but it's actually almost 4 years ago when we met Blake's mom. And then we met Blake, and he came to our house that day because he wanted to get his mom's money back. They were in a really bad place. And thank God when he walked in our house that day, the presentation was already started, and we were doing kind of like a live webinar all around the world. Do you remember that? Yeah. And he walked in, and he couldn't talk to us until it was done. But what he did, he sat down, and he really paid attention to everything that we were saying. And he said, wow, this is something so different, than I've ever seen my mom do. Because he came in and he said, my mom's done every single multi-level marketing business, but there was something special about this. And I did, and I said to Bill, if you take him under your wing and you mentor him, I just see something so great in him, and he needs a mentor. And my husband did that, and it changed their whole family's life. So, and that's the best part about this business, guys, is just being able to you're blessed to be a blessing. And you'll understand that if you're brand new, maybe you don't understand that yet, but as you start to share this coffee and tea and our active blend products, and you start just changing people's lives, and it's financial change, yeah, but more importantly to me is somebody's health, somebody's confidence in themselves. There's just, I don't know, Javita just does something to you, and it's just this shift in yourself. So I am going to just spend a couple minutes before I bring my husband up for training, and I wanted to talk to you guys about the importance of tools in a business. When Bill and I started 4 years ago, we had no tools, okay? We had a little piece of paper, we called it a 1 through 10 sheet, and it had just our 2 products on there. We had the product that made us smart, and we had the product that made us skinny. And that's all that we had. We didn't have anything else back then. And then, as the business started going, we started getting these, the party DVDs and magazines and brochures and all the tools that we have now. Our amazing success guide that comes in every brand new member's join kit that's going to walk them through, from day one on how to, have success in the business. Our launch calls on Wednesday night. We launch every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can plug your brand new member into a call. So the tools culture in your team is just really, really important, because what I like to say, and we made a poster, it's on the back wall here, tools work when you are sleeping. And what happens is you start to build a team local in your local market, and then it kind of branches out all over the world. So it's important for you as a leader, even Bill and I as Blue Diamonds in the company, we use the tools because we can't explain the business, but you guys, not everybody can duplicate that. And we have found if you take a tool as you're prospecting, or even if you have people at your party, if you plant the seed, okay, and this is as easy as it is, guys, you're going to plant the seed weight loss coffee. When you say those words, weight loss coffee, weight loss tea, it offers such hope, and people are just so curious as to, what is it, where can I get it? So if I'm out, say I'm out at the mall and I'm shopping, and I haven't seen Jacqueline in a long time, and I run into Jacqueline and we start a conversation, I'm going to be a good listener to Jacqueline and what she's saying to me, and I'm going to find the perfect in, and you guys will get good at this, to say the words weight loss coffee. She's gonna be curious, she's gonna go on to know, what is it, where can I get it? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take either a brochure or I'm gonna take one of the magazines. I'm gonna take a magazine, and if she's interested maybe in the coffee product, I'm gonna turn that page down. And I'm also gonna turn my page down, page 26, so she could read about me and my family. Now, if I'm speaking to a doctor, I'm going to turn down Dr. G's page, okay? So they can somebody they can relate to. So if you have this magazine, guys, and you actually, read it, you're going to find, there's Carla Vargas. She was in the corporate world, okay? A mom, and never saw her children growing up because she was always traveling. If you read this magazine cover to cover, there's somebody that you're going to relate to. It's absolutely incredible. So, basically the tools are going to work without you there. It doesn't matter as your team starts to grow. I mean, Bill and I, over 30,000 members all around the world, and we teach training on the importance of the tools. Take yourself out of the way. Let the tools do the work. You're just planting a seed, weight loss coffee, weight loss tea, and letting the tools do the work. And it's going to work in distances. It doesn't matter if you're in Tampa, Florida, if you're in Chicago, if you're over in the Philippines, in Scotland. It doesn't matter where you are. If you create that culture on your team, it just makes a big difference. And it takes that, it takes that fear out of the way of the new person. The new person, you're the fire. We like to say, about a grass fire. When you start a grass fire, it's really hot. You're right in the middle. So Bill and I are the center of the grass fire. And as the team starts to grow, the hottest of the fire is around the outside, right? That's where it's really burning. And that's that brand new member. They're really, really excited, but they don't know all the information. So putting a tool to work will change their entire business. All they're saying is all they're doing really is planting a seed and then planting a tool, okay? And on the back, you just put your little label on there. If you're not, computer savvy and you can't put a label, take a Sharpie marker and just write your name, put a business card in there, guys, and also get their number to follow up. So what we have on the chairs, is a little form, okay? You can get all this stuff in your back office. You can add it on to your auto ship order every single month, but we like to stock everything here too, and we sell it for the same exact price as you guys would get it in the back office, with shipping and tax, so it's the same exact. There's no, we don't make money on any of the tools on the boxes, and we have a whole bunch of stuff up here, and we have, the mugs and the shirts and all kinds of things, the brochures, the magazines. The magazine is my favorite just because it explains, everything. If someone's just maybe interested in just being a customer, I would probably use a brochure, but most people want to know, all about the company. This has about the CEO, and it goes all through, the coffee market, the tea market, the leaders in the company, and the trips we have, and all the amazing things, that happen. So I want to encourage you guys, just, grab a pack. These are, I believe, like $20 for, I think, how many are in here? 10? 10. And then also the brochures, I think they're $6, and you get 25 brochures, which is amazing. Like I said, you can add it to your auto ship, but we also carry it here. A lot of people walking in, they just want to, stock up and buy them as they see them. And with that being said, I'm going to actually bring up someone who I get to work very, very closely with, and we're just having so much fun just helping other people, and to us, that's what it's all about. He's got a huge heart. He's my friend since the sandbox of kindergarten. So, Bill Ball, if you can come up here.
Right.
And,
Let me turn your mic off here.
yeah.
All right, just so you guys know, oops. Okay, thank you.
Love you.
Thank you. Good job.
job.
Give you a round of applause. Just so everybody's aware, this is being broadcast, not live, but it will be on YouTube. Is everybody okay with being on YouTube? Is that all right for everybody? Okay, good. Logan asked me to ask that question to make sure that we don't have any copyright problems. All right, so good job, everybody. I am very excited about the number of home parties.
Yeah.
I mean, that is what it's all about, guys. Because that's where you're going to find your customers, your members, just like Blake said. That's the sauce, man. That's the secret sauce. Everybody asks me, what's your secret? How did you guys get 30,000 members and all those customers? And I said 4 years ago we did a party, and we just booked a party for every single one of those members after that, and that was it. And we just kept doing party after party after party, and some people wanted to have a party and some people didn't want to have a party. And if they didn't want to have a party, I said, that's okay. Share the coffee, you know? Go out there and share the coffee. And people just started to share, and people started to have results. But this is exciting because like Blake said, you know, that's probably 50 members, 50 customers, something like that happening next week in this organization. Just in this organization out of Sarasota, Florida. Yeah, congratulations, everybody. Imagine what's happening out there globally. I mean, we've all got organizations that are global. Melanie's got a global organization. Stephanie's got a global organization. Blake and Lisa have a global organization. That's just right out of this little room. And it duplicated all over the globe, right? So, I mean, you take this little snapshot here, and we're having hundreds and hundreds of parties around the globe, if not thousands. So that's exciting. Now, it all starts with the launch because we have a system that works. Now, everybody that came in should have got a yellow piece of paper like this on their chair. I put it on a yellow piece of paper for a reason, because it stands out, right? If you look at the back of it, it says Javita, welcome to Javita on it. The other side has a invitation to our Monday night event. The side that I am very interested in talking about tonight is this side that says welcome to Javita. And I put it on yellow, like I said, because this is our launch form. And I suggest everybody, you can download this from your back office or from the team Facebook page under the Files tab. I've got a lot of them in stock, but I suggest you get yourself some yellow paper. And, your printer, everybody has a printer, right? Just when you need some, print them out on yellow paper. Why yellow paper? Because we got a couple other forms that we use. We got member agreements, customer. I like to put those on green. Green's money, yellow is for your attention. And when I'm doing a launch call, I'm going to tell you what inevitably happens. Ready? When I'm welcoming a brand new member to the team, I'll get on the phone and I'll be like, so do you have the welcome letter with you? And they're like, I go, it's the yellow one. Oh yeah, I've got that right here. They can just pull it right out of their bag because they go home with it. Now, there's a reason this is important. It starts the duplication immediately when people are most excited, okay? The first thing that we do at a home party is we get an application. But it's a powerful tool to have in your hand. When you sit in front of somebody and you ask them one key question, do you see an opportunity here? And they say yes. And I go, great, how do you spell your name? And I start filling out the application. Because that right there is locking in the contract, it's locking in the application, right? So the first step is to fill in the paper application. Second step is to enter it in a computer. Now you may do it on the spot if you have time, and there's not too many people that got started. Now sometimes I'll find myself in a hotel room at 1 o'clock in the morning entering in a stack of applications all by myself. It's lonely at the top, trust me. You sit in hotel rooms, you enter applications, that's the life of a diamond. But I'm going to tell you something. When you're at a party and you've got all these applications, you might not have the time to enter them in. That's why it's also valuable to have the paper application with all of the information filled out, okay? Now, schedule the launch party. That's something I do on the spot after I get the paper application. Remember I scheduled your launch party right away? Sounding familiar? Yeah. This is part of the system. Because they're excited, they're ready to schedule, they're ready to commit to a party. You see all these parties right here, guys? Same exact process happening for every single party you see on this board. Okay? Same exact process. So, I have my calendar right there, next to me. And, because inevitably you're going to hear this. Well, I don't know my work schedule, I'm not sure. And I go, well, I'm open on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Why don't we pencil something in? Which day may work for you? Well, maybe Thursday. Okay, let me pencil in Thursday at 6:30, okay? Just in case. And we'll talk tomorrow morning just to confirm that, okay? And here's what I did. I locked in that date. Tomorrow morning I'm calling, I'm getting a confirmation. So I always schedule a party from a party. Every single one of these parties you see, I will leave with 2 parties from each party. Or one of the leaders will. because they know that's how they're trained. They're trained to schedule a party from a party. And what does that do for you? That ensures that your business will never stop. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Party from party. Go over the launch form. That's this right here. Next thing I do is I take this piece of paper out. Now I want you to keep one thing in mind. We've got to be very respectful of everybody's time. They're at a home party. It starts at 6:30. By 7 o'clock, we're starting the presentation. Usually, we come in after mingling and start the presentation. By 7:30, 7:45, I should be done. By 8 o'clock, everybody should be walking out of that house going home. Why? There's a husband, wife, spouse, son, brother, mother, father, somebody waiting at home for that person. Right?
Yeah.
Even though they're excited, the person waiting at home has no clue why they've been gone for 3 hours if you're keeping them there that long.
That's right, that's right.
Get it?
Yeah.
So now you want to be very limited on the information that they go home with, but enough that if they want to spend that time at night going over this, great. If not, within 24 hours, we're going to call them on the phone and we're going to do another step. You don't want to keep them too long, okay? So the steps go like this. Here are some quick tips. Number 1, get launched. Get with your enroller within the first 24 to 48 hours to review the success guide at javita.com/get started, page 6 through 11. Now, do you remember, you girls remember, I did that the next day, right? Didn't I? The next day, I called them on the phone. The beautiful story. Started Monday night, right? Lori and Francine started Monday night. Did I fill out the paper application?
Yes.
Did I enter it into the computer that night? You had an alert the next morning? Scheduled your party. The next day, within 24 hours, I'm going over this with you on the website. Okay. Guys, it works. The system works. I even had them join the team Facebook page. I think you did it that night, probably.
Yeah.
You did it that night.
Yeah.
And I saw you went public. They posted that. Number 2 is join the team Facebook page. Number 3, and by the way, if you're watching this video on YouTube, find out your team's Facebook page. They all have them. Number 3, go public. Update your social media status to say, I just found out about a brand new weight loss coffee and it tastes great. Now, I had somebody say to me yesterday, oh my gosh, I'm getting all these people asking me questions. It was a lady from Scotland. She says, I'm getting all these questions. I don't want to answer publicly because if they're asking me the price and everything. If I answer publicly, I'm afraid nobody else will ask any questions. And I go, that's brilliant because you're 100% right. They won't. Send a private message and actually publicly acknowledge, I'm going to send you a private message. And send that private message to them. And say, yeah, here's my website. It's $1 something a cup, and you can be master. You know, you can say whatever you want privately, but keep their interest, right? Because if you answer right there, nobody's going to ask any more questions. We scheduled that success guide review, which we went over the next day. Download this from Facebook. This is the form right here. It's right here. It's on our Javita Empower Group Files tab, launch form it's called. It's all about getting the newest member off to the right start. Okay, that's what it's all about. Or customer. Because customers can have 3 and free parties. So, you know, it's all about getting that new member or customer off to the right start. And we do have a customer form too. It's also on the Facebook page underneath the Files tab. Guys, Java parties are the key to duplication. 1 party equals on average a new member. Okay, some parties get more. You know, some parties you're going to get 2, 3 members, maybe 4. At my first party, I got 6 that night. The next day, the other 4 people decided we got 10 people to join us. Okay? I've seen that happen before. I've seen parties with 25 people get 6 or 8 members and a few customers. I've seen people with, 10 people, nobody gets started. But it averages out to 1 party equals probably a new member or a new customer on average. I love coffee parties. That's my motto. I love coffee parties. Anybody that wants to have a coffee party, if I'm available, I'll be there. I don't care if it's 7 nights a week, I'll be there. Book my schedule. If it's Saturdays, book me from noon all the way up till 9 o'clock at night. Sunday, same thing, I'll be there. Okay? Don't be afraid to overbook. Because we'll do it. We'll find somebody. We have plenty of leaders around here that'll help you. There's some elements to a successful party. I always like to say in a home. And there's a reason for that. A lot of people, say, well, I've got a doctor's office. I'm a doctor. Can we do it in my doctor's office? And I'm like, well, do you have a house? Yeah, but I'm a private person. I go, I understand that. My wife is very private too, and I told her if we do one party and we do it right, we'll never have to do it again in our house. And I pleaded with her, and I said, please, honey, you got to understand, it's about a duplicatable system. And when I say that to a doctor, or sometimes car dealers want to do it in their car dealership, restaurant owners want to do it in their restaurant, and here's what I say. Do all of your friends own a restaurant? And they go, no. I'm like, well, let me explain to you the psychology behind this and what's happening. When all of your friends walk into your restaurant, or your doctor's office, or your car dealership, and you're having this party, the first thing they're thinking is, well, this is good for so-and-so, but I can't do it because I don't own a car dealership or a doctor's office you get it? They're thinking automatically, they're shutting themselves off mentally because they don't have a doctor's office. Oh yeah, sure, Dr. So-and-so is going to have success, but I can't. They're not going to tell you that, they're just not going to sign up. But if you do it in your house, every new member usually has a place that they put their head on the pillow at night. And some people will say to you, well, my house is a mess. And I go, don't worry, your friends know you're a slob. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah. And some people say, well, my house is too small. And I go, that's funny. I was just in an elevator the other day. There was 15 people jammed in there. Is your living room bigger than an elevator? Yes, it is. That's all I need. Don't worry about it. We can do it. Just do it in the living room. Now, there's another element, it's called the pre-party call. There's testimonials and closing, which we're going to talk about as we go further here. Now, the pre-party call. See, I get brand new people started in this business all the time. And what I do is 3 days before the party, I'm going to call and I'm going to ask a couple of key questions. Because, I always found that if you just sign somebody up and then do a hit and run, like you just basically sign up, you're like, I'll see you on your party day. You pull up, you're going to be lucky if there's any cars in the driveway. Because they don't know the next steps. They just figure, well, I'll do the easiest thing. I'll invite everybody via Facebook. I'll invite everybody on text messages. I'll send out a mass email that I'm having a party. None are going to show up. You know that already. Okay. Invite me like you're going to invite your guests. You're going to role play. We'll go a little further because we have a script that we use. We're going to actually, in this call, we're going to practice inviting with the person. And I know it sounds a little weird and it's a little uncomfortable, but I'm going to tell you, if you have them just start making phone calls, they're going to say crazy stuff. Like, hey, I met this guy, he's making a lot of money, he's in magazines, and if you come to my house on Friday, you're only going to spend like $500 or $1,000 and you can make a ton of money, make all your money back in. It's weight loss coffee. I'll see you Friday. They're not coming. You're freaking them out. They're not even showing up. They're saying to themselves when they get off the phone, honey, I don't know what's wrong, but I think Bill lost his mind. He's talking about money and weight loss and coffee, and I don't know what he's talking about. So we've got a script that works, okay? Then you want a three-way in your upline to help stretch the list. Whatever they say, make sure your upline is ready for this three-way call. Like, hey, I'm going to be doing a coaching call with Lisa today at 2 o'clock. Can I count on you to be ready for the call after I do a little coaching about 2:15? Yeah, absolutely. I'm ready all day long for these calls because I want to help stretch that list. And the first thing I'm going to say is, well, I heard you have 5,000 people on your list. That's great. Congratulations. So how many of you invited already? All 5,000? Good. Did you use Facebook? Oh, okay. Here's what I found about Facebook, and I'll do the hard coaching. I'll say, look, here's what I suggest. Pick 25 or 30 of them local. Let's start making some phone calls. Pick up the phone. We have this wonderful script we're going to use, and it'll help you out a lot. Because I did the same thing you did. In fact, Logan and I went out one day. We printed up 10,000 flyers. I blew out 2 tires putting them on mailboxes.
Cut open my foot too.
Yes. We've been there, we've done that, and I know nothing works except the phone call. You pick up the phone, and I'm going to go over that in a minute. Now, the three-way call is essential to building your business. This is one of the most valuable tools that we have. For a couple of things. One, for edification. Now, when I pick up that phone and I'm doing a three-way call with Lisa and I'm coaching that new member, first thing I'm saying is something like this. You're so blessed to be on the phone with with Lisa right now. Do you know she's an incredible coach, and in the last 3 years, she's earned 6 figures in this company, and she really has a heart to help people, so hats off to her, and she doesn't get me on the phone with just anybody, so I'm really happy to be helping you today. Let's talk about your list. And I've edified Lisa now. People are going to respect that, and they're going to start to take her coaching, because you guys are brand new. Like, some of the people are brand new in this room, in the business, and they don't know, your friends don't know you as an expert yet in Javita. They don't know you as an expert in Javita and somebody that can really help them. So I'm going to help them see you as an expert. There's a couple of times you want to do a 3-way call. Definitely for the launch and the welcome. Okay, I love to do that right after a welcome call or when somebody's getting launched. Definitely for the pre-party call, and definitely for closing. So perfect example. Today Lisa tells me that she's got a 2 o'clock meeting, right? You guys both had a 2 o'clock meeting today. And what did I do? I wrote in my calendar, she says, can you be available for a call maybe around 3? So I put a note in my calendar, 2 o'clock, Lisa, one-on-one, be ready for a 3-way call. So between 2 and 3, I had my schedule open to possibly accept the call. Now, it turns out the person didn't show up and there was no call. It didn't happen.
But thank you.
Yeah, but I was on call. I was ready. Because here's what I was going to do. After she did the presentation, I was going to ask a couple of key questions. So, what'd you like best about what you saw?
Yeah.
Really? Great. So, do you see an opportunity here for yourself? I do. Are you ready to get started? Well, I got a couple of things I'm thinking about, and I'll get the objections, and then I'll help get that closing question in, and I'll help close that deal. I'll help Lisa get a new member in her business. It's not to explain the business. We're going to use a tool for that. So, here's what I mean by that. So many times I'll get somebody that'll be like, they'll call me and they'll go like this, oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm here right now with my friend. Can you tell him all about Javita? And I'm like, okay, can you put him on the line? And then I put him on the line. I'm like, hey, how you doing? My name's Bill. I'm really excited that you're with Beth. And can you tell me a little bit about what you like most? Well, I haven't even seen anything yet. And I'm like, oh, have you tried the coffee yet? No. Well, here's what we're going to do. First thing we're going to do is I'm sure she has some samples with her, so we're going to try some coffee. Then I'd like you to watch this overview video. Because guys, I could spend a half hour on the phone every day with 10 people and not get anywhere for 30 minutes, each person. Or I could get on the phone for you after you've sampled the coffee, after you've shown them the presentation, get me on the phone and I'm going to say a few key things. So what'd you like best about what you saw? Great. Do you see an opportunity here for yourself? Great. I'll tell a couple stories before I get into that. But if they don't have all the information, I can't help you do this. So your job is to use a tool to explain that first. And we've got a great tool. It's called javita.com/overview. Great tool. It's a 22-minute video. It explains the business, explains the comp plan, explains everything people need to know to make a positive decision. I also like to coach on the list. Now, when you're going through the success guide, and I'm going to key in on this, when you're launching somebody, you notice where it says here on this page, it says page 6 through 11, go through page 6 through 11 on javita.com, get started. This right here is page, I think it's 10 or 11. It's called the memory jogger. And what I do is I'll hit on this. Like, I spend time on it. I spend time on this with you girls, right? Here's why. This is huge. Because most people will default to inviting their father, mother, brother, sister, neighbor. And you got the father, brother, mother, sister, neighbor there at the party because they're obligated, because they can't say no because they're close. And they fail to think about 100 other people that they could have put on their list. And I mean everybody from the golf pro to the chiropractor to the naturopath to the physical therapist to the entrepreneur to the nurse to the carpenter. And I start asking questions. First I asked their permission. I'm like, can I ask you a couple of questions? And they're like, sure. Do you know anybody that's a bank teller? Oh my gosh, yeah. Great, write that name down. Do you know an attorney? Of course I do. How many people here have ever used an attorney in their life?
Too much.
There you go, look around. Everybody's got one. Have they been to your coffee party? Why not? Didn't you write him a big check? Yep. Shouldn't he be there? Or she? Right? Think about it. So now, here's the thing. I see your eyes are lighting up. You're like, I'm thinking about this now. Because if you do business with them, they should be at your party.
Payback.
How about your dry cleaner? Guess what? If they don't show up to your party or at least want to drink your coffee, there's other dry cleaners out there.
That's right.
Yeah. Trust me when I tell you. Person that fixed your car. Person that cleaned, did your air conditioning at your house. Guy that does your carpet. Guy that cuts your lawn, does your hair, does your nails. So when I start going through this list, people are like, oh, that kind of party? Yes, it's your grand opening. Assistant principal of the school. Who would have thought to invite Andrea Gephardt, the assistant principal of a school, to their house? Now she's the number one producer in the entire company, right? Somebody invited her.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought to invite a doctor, a medical doctor, Dr. Chi?
Yeah.
Somebody invited Dr. Chi. Thank you. Okay? If you don't know those names yet, look in the magazine.
Yeah.
That's how it started. Because people started to invite people outside their circle that they were a little uncomfortable inviting.
True.
Here's what I found about this business. The money does not lay in the comfortable zone. It lays in the uncomfortable zone. Dawn got uncomfortable. She let people in our house 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, because she wasn't comfortable with that. But she's like, I'll do it one time. I'm like, great. She did it. I know some people say, well, my wife doesn't like people in the house. I don't like the, private person. We got a football professional right now in our business. He just agreed to have his first party after 6 months. You want to know why? He's an NFL superstar. He just retired after the Carolina Panthers went to the Super Bowl. He was on Dancing with the Stars. He still hadn't done a party. And he saw another NFL pro sign up, and he goes, oh, I'm not going to let him beat me. How many people know highly competitive people?
Yeah.
So he decided to schedule his party, and Brock is up there right now doing his party. Okay, that's why Brock's not here tonight. Okay? All right, so the list is huge, guys. It's huge. Now, I like to practice inviting. This is the invitation that we practice. This is also in your success guide, page 22. Okay, here's a sample script, and it's very, very easy and simple. Hey, Melanie, I have something I have to share with you. Do you have a minute?
Sure.
Great. Do you drink coffee or tea or know someone that does?
I think so.
Of course, it's everybody, right? I just found out about a brand new product. It's weight loss coffee, tea, and active blends. These products are so awesome. Listen, I'm having a party this Monday at 6:30. Can I count on you to come?
I don't know. I have to check my schedule first.
Oh, do you have your schedule with you?
I think, yeah.
Can you look? Great. So you open?
What is this about?
It's coffee and tea, and we're having a little party.
Okay.
You gonna be there?
Do I need to bring money?
No. Leave your money at home. Bring your husband. He's got a wallet. Thank you. No, it's like some people are going to ask me something about the coffee.
Well, is this something that help you lose weight, or?
It is. But we're going to cover all that at the party on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Can I count on you to be there?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thanks, Melanie. I'll see you Monday night. Now, I don't get into all kinds of things during the phone call. In fact, I keep the call to 30 seconds, guys. 20 to 30 seconds, that's it. I coach people to not go over that, because if you go over that 20 or 30 seconds, they're going to start asking one question after another, and they're going to prejudge and predetermine everything, and they're not going to show up to the party. 20 to 30 seconds, that's it. That's all you want to do, okay? So, lock it in with, can I count on you to come? That's the bottom line, can I count on you to come? All right? Now, you could have done an incredible job coaching everybody, getting the list stretched, getting them on a three-way call. You go to the party, you do the party, okay? How many times has anybody experienced what I'm about to explain? I just finished the party, I just did a great presentation, now I'm standing up in front of the room and I finished, and now I'm looking around like this. Because everybody's like staring at you, And they're like, what's next? And you're like, I don't know, what do I do now? I'm all done, you guys wanna sign up? What are we gonna do, right? There's some techniques that you want, because this is exactly what your home party is going to be like. Just like this, I'm going to be in front of the room, I'm going to be doing a presentation, and there's going to be a couple of people sitting on couches watching me like this, okay? The next couple of steps are really key to helping me not make a weird feeling in the room, because it gets kind of weird at the end because people don't know what to do, okay? So there's a couple of techniques that I use that really help break the silence, let's say. The first thing I do is at the end, I pass out magazines with applications. So everybody got a magazine in their join pack. Everybody has access to applications in their back office. Make sure you got the magazine with an application in the back of it for as many guests as there are there. Now, if you got more than 10 people coming, I bring my own magazines too. I'll help you with that, okay? That's not a bad problem. That's a good problem to have. More people, that's okay. I'll cover it, okay? But have the magazines ready, because at the end of the presentation, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, thanks everybody for coming out. We're going to get a magazine in your hand if you're a guest. I want to give you a parting gift, to have. So here's a copy of a magazine. Remember Monday night I did that? Here's the magazine. And by the way, in the back of the magazine, there's an application to become a member or a customer of the company. So with that being said, I'm going to excuse myself to get a glass of water. I'll be right back. If anybody has any questions, we'll take them on an individual basis. I click, and there's usually music embedded in my last slide. Okay, if you don't have that ability, have a music player ready to go, and if you're the host, listen for that and push play. Because the next thing is the music. It'll stop the awkward silence. It'll stop people wanting to ask questions, because when people start firing questions at a presenter, here's what happens. Now, you didn't have that question that you had. Now you're confused. Because you're like, oh, I never thought of that one. Now he's thinking of 2 other questions, that she's thinking of 3 other, and nobody will make a positive decision now because everybody's got all these questions. So that's why I say I'll be back and I'll take your questions on an individual basis, and I come back. I play the music, click, and I come back and I look for the most interested person, and I get down on their level. If I can, I'll pull a chair up like this and I'll sit down with Melanie and I'll start asking questions, eye to eye. I'm not going to be over top of her asking questions, so it'll be imposing, So I'm going to get down on their level. Now, the other situation is this, where you can't do that, where there's has anybody ever had the couch full of people situation where there's 4 people stuck on a couch? Because here's the best way to do the crowded couch situation. Because when I go up and I'm like now, so do you see an opportunity here? It's kind of weird because you're listening, you're looking at me, and you're looking at me, and it's like, wow. And I'm like, I already spotted this place in the kitchen where we can go sit. I'm like, hey, I saw you were pretty interested. Can you come in the kitchen with me for a minute? Great. And we'll go in the kitchen, and we'll sit down at the table, and I'll ask, do you see an opportunity here for yourself? Because I want to, get her out of that weird situation. And I was reading body language the whole time, and I'm looking at people that are interested, and I know well enough now who's going to really get started and who's not, just based on the way that they're acting during the presentation. Tapping the pencil, making notes, tapping their foot, whatever it might be. And I ask that closing question, do you see an opportunity here for yourself? They say yes. I just say, how do you spell your last name if they say yes?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that's it. That's how I signed up Lisa 4 years ago. They say yes. I'm not going like this. Oh my God, we're going to kill it. It's going to be so crazy. Are you really ready? I mean, are you ready to join me? I can't believe it.
H-U-G.
Logan, somebody's going to join us today. It's crazy. No, that's what most people do. But if you go that's great. How do you spell your last name? Can I borrow your application from you? I'm going to help you fill this out. And I help them fill it out. And that's it. I don't get all crazy. I just fill it out. Right? Now, if they have questions, I draw out star. What do I mean by that? Let me show you. Sorry, Dawn, I got to erase this. Okay. I draw out star. I go like this. Okay? They ask me a question. I go, so I understand you have some questions. Let me show you how simple this is. So, you remember during the presentation when I said all you need is 3 people to get started? right, to really get your business rocking. That's called star level. Melanie's like, yeah. I go, so you had to be thinking of at least 10 people, right off the bat. I only need 3. So give me 3 names. Go-getters, only go-getters.
Brock,
Brock,
Maria,
Maria,
Me.
Jerson,
who?
Jerson.
How do you spell that?
It's Jeerson.
Jerson. Good. So these 3 are go-getters. So when you looked at this tonight, Melanie, what level did you see yourself coming in at?
1999.
So $9.99. That's great, okay?
Did the power just go out?
Yeah. What'll probably happen is, can you reboot my computer for me?
Yeah, sure.
What'll probably happen is, you know, somebody's gonna join you tonight, okay, at the same level that you got started. Let's just say they join at $4.99. Let's just say, for argument's sake, they don't join you at the full $9.99, but they join you at the $4.99. Then maybe this one joins you at $9.99. By the way, there's a $250 bonus right there, okay? There's a $100 bonus right there, and there's another $100 bonus right there. That's $250, $350, that's $450 worth of bonuses right there alone, okay? Plus, you remember when I said you got 10 boxes of coffee?
34.
Oh, I'm sorry. You actually got, yeah, you actually got 34 boxes, thank you. You got 34. And I said this, I go, keep 4 for yourself, sell 30 times 45, that's $1,350 on top of your 450. Boom. 10, 7, 8, that's $1,800, Melanie, that you're gonna put back in your pocket. How much did you spend?
$9.99.
You're up $1,000 right there on the spot. So does that make sense? You ready to get started? How do you spell your last name?
SBACK.
Where do you want it shipped to?
703 Somerset Pine Drive.
Yeah.
That's it. See, because that's the way the system works. Is this thing coming? Oh, look at that. Thanks, Logan.
You're welcome.
You're really good, man.
He's way
Okay.
good.
So guys, that's the way the system works. All I do is I draw out star. Okay? I just show them how easy it is. That's it. Now, if you're brand new here tonight, don't worry about it. I'm just wetting your whistle. I'm showing you our system. This, by the way, this is advanced leadership. You're not even a member yet, right? Am I freaking you out? Okay, good.
No, you're in
Because
training.
listen, if you're here tonight, this is an advanced leadership class. This is not for somebody that wants to go out there and make $500 a month, okay? This is for somebody, and if you're watching this on YouTube, am I still being videotaped?
Yes.
If you're watching this on YouTube, this is for somebody that wants to make 5 figures a month, 6 figures in Javita, okay? That's what this is. This is, but guys, by the way, the average person only wants to make $500 to $1,000 a month extra, so that's fine.
Be okay with that.
Okay, be okay with that. The leaders are going to come here and they're going to get, you know, tweaked up to the next level to learn how to close people and learn how to do these extra things. And if you're watching this on YouTube right now, you know, and that's you, congratulations, because this is what it takes to become a leader in a company. I don't care what company it is. You've got to understand that there are techniques and systems that we use because systems work. You guys all know McDonald's, right? Do you know when I was in the Philippines, I went into McDonald's in Manila, and it was the same hamburger that I get over here on Clark Road. The same hamburger, the same fry, the same shake machine was on the right, the fries were on the left, the drive-thru was over there. It was like I was in the United States of America because they have a system that works. And I was on the airplane, and I was reading that they have this restaurant over there called Jolly Bee, and I was at Jolly Bee quite a bit. You know Jolly Bee? And I'm at Jolly Bee, and they got all these little hamburgers and chicken, all these cool things, and I'm on the airplane flying home, and I see that Jolly Bee is now opening in the United States. They're going to have 5 franchises in New York opening up this year.
Jolly Bee.
Yeah, I guarantee you the same food I got in Manila is going to be in New York because Jolly Bee has a system and it works. Okay, when I got on an airplane and I flew to the Philippines, I brought with me this yellow sheet. It had the exact same information on it. because the system that works here in the United States works in the Philippines. It's the same exact thing. Thank you. Same exact thing, guys. It's just like owning a huge franchise, except you didn't spend $1 million to build that building. But see, most people will only treat this like a $500 business for the rest of their lives, and I don't understand why. Because if you treat this like it is, like a multi-million-dollar business that you only had to spend $500 to be part of, it will pay you back 6, 7 figures. I know for a fact. Because there's people in this room that have made 6, 7 figures. There's people in this room that have made 5 figures, and there's people in this room that have made 0 figures because they haven't even got started yet. That's okay, right? I know what's happening. I'm telling you guys, the #1 way to get this thing moving is to hit what's called the star level in our company. That's the #1 goal that every brand new member should have, is to be star. That's your first 3 members. Why? It unlocks the compensation plan. Because as soon as you hit star, next month, you're automatically a consultant. And that breaks open the TDIs, and that gives you $20 for each new person that you bring in personally on top of it as a bonus. And every time, now you're going to be eligible for what's called the Star Builder bonus also. If their 3 get their 3, you'll make $100 extra each time everybody goes star in your organization for the rest of your life if you personally enroll them. That's huge. Okay, so what's the first level? Star. We all want to get to that star level, all right? Now, the company has opened it up to where you have 90 days to do it. Don't be soft though. Try to get it done quick. And try to get your team to get it done quick. The only thing we've done is made it more inclusive for people that don't want to run as fast as others. If you want to go fast, you got to show your team you can go fast, and there's fast money. Like I said, you know what? We need to go fast, I said to Dawn. We need to show our team that it's possible. Customer acquisition is one of the things I want to talk about too. 3 and free is the backbone of our company. That's your next goal. Star is your first goal, free coffee is your second. And I literally have never spent another dime in this company since the day I got started than $500, because I got my coffee for free every single month. Okay, so last night the battery died when we were doing our live video, and this is the wonders of actually doing a live presentation. So I was talking about 3 and free, and I want to finish that thought, because 3 and free is the backbone of the company, and that's really your first goal. And I was saying that, you know, I've never spent another dime, and that's true. We've got our coffee for free. That should be your first goal. And can you imagine if you had a team of people that all got 3 customers each, guys, how massive that volume would be. So the next slide that was transitioning to the end of the presentation was actually the national convention slide. And if you were with us last night, you'll know that that national convention slide showed a couple of forms that you can register for nationals, which is coming up September 8th, 9th, and 10th in Las Vegas, and that's 2016. I want to talk to you a minute about nationals and how important that has been to Dawn and I in our career. See, national convention is something that I can't emphasize enough how important that is to the success of your team and for yourself personally. My mentor told me way back when I first started in network marketing, he said, Bill, if you want to be successful in this industry, you cannot ever miss an event. And I said, Mike, I get it, but you know, it's my son's opening day for T-ball, and I really, you know, I need to be there, Mike. I can't miss it. And he said, T-ball, Bill, he's not a professional player, he's not a college player. He goes, and I said, okay, Mike, tell me why. He said, because you'll be able to write a check for your son to go to any college he wants, and he'll forgive you for missing that T-ball event, you know, the grand opening. But you know, he's never going to forget it if you can't pay for his college, or if you can't help him in life financially further. And I said, you know, you're right. And I never missed a convention, guys, because back in 2008, when my mentor, that I chose him as my mentor, and he said to me, you need to be there. I said, okay, I'll go. And guys, I never missed a convention. The first time I went to convention, I got to see Donald Trump speak live on stage about network marketing. And here's exactly what Donald Trump said. He said, if he had to start all over again, he would only do it in the network marketing industry. And that resonated with me. That sunk in deep into my soul. And from that day forward, I decided I wanted to be the #1 network marketer in the world. And I've done everything that I can, not just for me, but I knew that that would help my team. I knew it would help my family if I sharpened myself to be the best I could possibly be. So I'm going to talk to you right now on the other end of this camera, sitting in front of this. If you want to be a professional network marketer and you want to make millions of dollars for your team and for your family, do not miss the national convention. Now, Javita had its first national convention in 2014, and I can tell you this much. It was life-changing for a lot of people. We've got one coming up September 8th, 9th, and 10th, 2016 in Las Vegas. I'm going to show you a little clip of that convention, guys, and we'll be right back.
Hey everyone, welcome to Javita's first national convention. There are so many people here, it is so exciting. We're gonna have an incredible next 2 days.
And I gotta tell you, this thing is just exploding, it's on fire. Las Vegas is incredible, don't ever miss a convention. This is how it all starts. Javita is on the move.
We have hundreds and hundreds of people outside of these doors waiting to come in. This is gonna be so exciting.
Wow, you guys are awesome. I want to hear from you. If you are from the West Coast, let me hear it. If you are from the East Coast, let me hear it. If you are from Japan, let me hear it. My goodness, there are so many people here. Imagine what's going to happen next year, the year after, the year after that. Imagine what this is going to look like 10 years from now.
This is an incredible individual that has created a vision for each of us to change our lives.
That's a big box of cocoa.
Give back $1 million this year. We call it $1 Million Madness. What we're going to do is we're going to take $1 million and we're going to create a series of incentives, trips, rewards, and other things, and we're going to give it back as special promotions this year in our business. There is nothing better than giving out big checks, big incomes. We love it, we celebrate it. Congratulations, guys. Awesome. We're gonna definitely party tonight, so don't wear yourself out this afternoon. to day 2 of our first national convention.
This room has grown quadruple what it was. It's unbelievable. You've got to get yourself to this event and don't ever miss this.
And then we have a lot of recognition to do today to thank everyone for achieving the ranks that you have achieved.
We're at the right place at the right time, folks. This is a historic weekend, a weekend that we're all going to look back on one day and say we were there.
We are so in the beginning of this. There's so much more to do.
Roll up your bootstraps. Let's get to work. Let's build Javita Coffee Company into a world-class, multinational, billion-dollar opportunity, and let's pave the way for what companies should do in this industry.
We've had a great year. We've grown a lot. We've done well financially too. And it's because of you guys. It's because of what you do on a daily basis, being out there sharing Javita with new people. And I want to take this opportunity to tell you, thank you.
So that concludes our advanced leadership training. We hope you all got something out of this that you can use for your teams.
And yeah, the training videos are a great tool to use for your teams, and we encourage you to share them.
Thank you. God bless.